Good day po, I am Maria Alison Asido, student nurse of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. For today, I'm going to show you the proper drug incorporation for into the volumetric chamber po. So with this, first of all, we have to check for the physician's order. We have to check for the right patient and the right medication that they have ordered, as well as we have to check the medication card or the medication card or the medication order. And then we also have to make sure that we follow all of the 12 rights of medication administration, which are the right patient, the right medication, the right time, the right dose, the right route, the right documentation, the right assessment, the right reason or indication, the right education, the right evaluation or response, the right to refuse, as well as the right question or to clarify. So with that po, we have to also verify if the patient has any allergies with the medications po, or if they have not yet get tested, then we can do the skin testing po to check for the medication compatibility, as well as for the proper IV fluid that we can use for incorporation po. So with that, we're going to check that later on, and then for now, we're going to prepare first all of the equipments that we will be using before we enter the patient's room. So first of all is we have here our medication tray here, and then we also have here our volumetric chamber, our desired medication here, and the dosage. So we have here 250 milligram of ampicillin, since the doctor ordered this, of 250 milligram ampicillin to be diluted into 100 cc in the Soluset with plain NSS, and then it should run for 30 minutes for our patient. So for example, I have it here diluted, since this one is in a powder form. And then for this, we have also prepared the desired IV fluid for the incorporation. And then after that is we also have here our medication label or our medication tag. And then we also have here our cotton balls, which are the wet and the dry one. And then after that is we also have here our needle gauge later on for our insertion or connecting our Soluset to the main IV line. And then after that is we also have here our alcohol, our micropore tape, as well as our clean gloves. So with that, we're now going to talk to our patient. Make sure that we bring all of the materials that we have prepared. Good day, ma'am. I am Maria Alison Asidos po. I'm a student nurse po from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. Before we start po, may I know your name, your age, and your birthday, please? Thank you so much. Can I see your ID band po for validation? And is it okay if I could touch you po? Okay. So, okay, as I can observe naman po, no, you are Ma'am Elaine Cruz, 24 years old, and you're born in June 28, 2002. So, with that po, okay, for today, ma'am, no, your doctor ordered us to give you a medication po into a Soluset or yung volumetric chamber po natin. Which means, natutunawin po natin doon yung gamot niyo po, and it is to run through your IV po, or yung IV, magiging IV therapy po natin siya. And then, it is important po yung ampicillin po natin para ma-kill po natin yung mga bacteria po na nagkakos po ng infection po sa inyong katawan, para po ma-avoid po natin yung further infection po with regards sa inyong UTI and yung urinary tract infection po. So, eto naman po, hindi naman po ako magtatagal masyado. Kailangan ko lang po ng 5 to 10 minutes of your time. And I will also be asking for your cooperation po, ma'am, para po maisagawa po natin ito ng mas maayos. So, if you ever have any concern or if you ever feel uncomfortable, please do not hesitate to tell me po, so that I can inform your doctor or we can do a solution for it po. So, is it okay if I could ask for your cooperation po, ma'am? Okay, so we're just going to close this for the privacy of our patient. Then after that is we're going to position our patient into a comfortable position. So, for example, you're going to position our patient. Okay, ma'am, are you comfortable po in your position? Okay, so since our patient is comfortable in their position, we're now going to proceed with the preparing of our hand hygiene, as well as the donning of our gloves for our PPE as per the medication administration policy. Then we're going to wear our gloves now. So after we done our gloves, after we done the PPE that we will be needing, then we're going to proceed first with the verifying of the allergies of our patient. It is important that we check this for the, again, medication compatibility. So, ma'am, I'm just going to ask you po if you have any allergy po with the ampicillin po. Have you ever used this one po? Okay, so wala naman po kayong allergy dito. Okay, so wala naman. So with that po, if ever the patient does not know if they have an allergy or like an adverse reaction with regards to the medication that we're going to give, it is important that we do, or it is required that we do a skin testing po if your doctor ordered it. So with that po, we're just going to assess again the IV site of our patient and the patency as well as the signs of any complications. So, is it okay if I could touch you po, ma'am? We're just going to check for your IV patency po, as well as if there is any signs for complications with regards to your IV site po. Okay? Okay, so as I can observe naman po, no? There is no problem naman po. I can observe na there is no redness, there's no swelling, and nakakaramdam po ba kayo ng pain or discomfort po? Hindi rin naman po. So with that, I did not observe any infiltration, phlebitis. There is no also any signs for the pain, the swelling, the bleeding, as well as the discomfort for the patient. So with that, we're now going to proceed with the assembling of our volumetric chamber. We have to make sure that the roller clamp is closed as well as the tube clamp is also closed. Okay, now that we're done, we're now going to make sure that we attach the needle into the end of the tubing, which is yung needle natin kanina. Here. Then after that, again, we have to make sure that the roller clamp is closed. So now we can spike the volumetric chamber into the IV fluid. Make sure that we do everything in a sterile way to avoid contaminating the medication of our patient. Okay, then we have to check if there's any leakage. If there's no leakage naman po, then we're going to proceed with the hanging this onto the IV stand or IV hole. Make sure that we also label this, like for example, here our plain NSS 1000 milliliter. Okay, but it is also okay if we do not put a medication label here, since we are also putting a medication label on our volumetric chamber or yung ating Soluset. So, now that we have already spiked it, now that we are done with the assembling the volumetric chamber and then attaching the needle, then we're going to now fill in the diluent in our volumetric chamber. So, for that, we have to open now the tube clamp. As you can see, it's now pouring down. You just have to wait until it reaches the 100 cc or 100 ml. So we have to wait. Yes, you can observe it's now pouring down. So we're going to wait for 100 cc since this is the doctor's order. Okay. So, for example, we already now have the 100 cc. Then, we're now going to prime it. By priming it, we have to fill in half of the drip chamber. Okay. Now that we have already filled the, half of our drip chamber, as you can observe here. Okay. Then, we're now going to start with the priming. So, for priming it, it is important that we slowly open our roller clamp and make sure that the excess would be at the kidney basin. Then, slowly open this. Then, we have to prime our tubing. Then, as we can observe here, the bubble is going down. Okay, there are drops now. Now, we just have to make sure that there are no bubbles left in our tubing or IV tubing. Okay, as we can observe naman po, we can now close this one. As we can observe, there are no bubbles left. So we're going to recap this. Okay. Now, we're going to refill the volumetric chamber to make sure that we still have that 100 cc for as the diluent of our medication. So, we're going to, again, open this. As you can observe, it's now pouring down again. Now that we're already in a 100 cc, just going to put this up again. Okay. Now that we're done, we have to make sure that we clean first the medication port with the use of our cotton balls or the wet cotton balls here. So we're going to clean this first. Okay, now that we're done, we're just going to dispose this. Then after that, we're now going to get the diluted powder of the ampicillin, or our medication. here, which is going to put this or incorporate this into the volumetric chamber. Now that we're done, you can observe. Okay, now that we are done, we're now going to make sure to mix this gently. After mixing it gently, we have to make sure that the floating valve is working. As you can observe naman po. Wait. As you can observe, the floating valve is working here. It's functioning well, so there's no problem with it. Then, for the connection, we have to now, for our main IV line, we have to make sure that we clean the Y port. So again, we're going to use the wet cotton balls. Here. Then, going to clean it. After cleaning it, we have to dispose this. Then, we're going to now get the end of the tubing, the one with the needle attached to it. Then, we're going to connect now the tubing of our volumetric chamber and the tubing of our main IV line. Okay, as you can observe, it is now connected. For example, this is the hand of our patient, okay? So, now that it is connected, just have to regulate the IV rate or the infusion of our volumetric chamber or our solution. We're going to slowly open the roller clamp and then we're going to check this. So, for our medication order, we have a 250 milligram dose of our medication here. And then we also have to run it for like 30 minutes in 100 cc. So the drops per minute would be 67 drops per minute. 66 to 67 drops per minute. So we have to make sure that the drops is working well. Then after regulating it, we now have to put our medication label or the medication tag in our volumetric chamber. This includes the medication that we have, the name of our patient, the dose, the time, as well as the duration, and then the infusion rate and who prepared it. Okay, so you can observe. Okay, now that we are done with this, with regards to the removal naman po of our infusion or of our volumetric chamber, it is important that we flush first 20 cc or approximately 20 cc into our volumetric chamber. It can also be from our IV fluid. So this is important po because it will help to clean or to push all throughout the medications left in the tubing as well as into the volumetric chamber. So for example, we have to again open this so that we can flush 20 cc, but we can also do it into with the use of a syringe. Okay, so for example, we're now done. Then we're now going to disconnect naman. We have to disconnect the tubing into the main IV line. Then this could also be used for the next or the future use. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. So for me, future use. And then after that, we're just going to monitor our patient. It is important that we monitor our patient for any adverse reactions or like for any medication or like compatibility issues as well as for the vital signs changes. So, ma'am, tanong ka lang po, do you feel any uncomfortable? Nahihilo po ba kayo? Or like may nafe-feel po ba kayo na kung ano sa inyong karamdaman po ngayon? Okay, wala naman po. So it is important that we assess our patient during and after the medication administration so that we can check of all the evaluation and the response of our patient as well. And then, ma'am, if you ever feel uncomfortable po, well, please do not hesitate to push the push button po for us to, for you to let us know po that we can also go here and check on you po. And then you can also ask for your family member naman po para puntahan po kami sa nurses station. But do not para wag po kayo mag-alala because we will be going here from time to time to check for your vital signs as well as yung inyo pong IV therapy and your medication po. So, are you comfortable naman po ngayon? Okay naman po. Okay, so thank you po. So, it is important that we also provide a reassurance to our patient, and then we have to evaluate our patient's response so that we can make sure that they are okay, and we have to make sure that we also report any abnormal signs or any drug or adverse reactions of the medications that we have given to the patient. So now that we're done, we're now going to remove our gloves. We have to dispose everything, like for example, the sharps into the sharps container, this disposable, all of the materials, like for example, the cotton balls, the gloves into a proper waste container. So this is important for the infection prevention control as well as the healthcare waste management policy. And then, now that we are done, it is important that we also document everything. We have to document the procedures that we have done. Like for example, we have administered our medication through the use of volumetric chamber. We also have to document the date, the time, the infusion rate, as well as the duration of our given medication. And then it is also important that we also document the IV site assessment as well as the response of our patient and if they have any other complications. So with that po, it is important that when we communicate with our patient, it is important that we communicate to our patient as well as to healthcare team to check for their progress. And it is important that we demonstrate our presence being with the patient, just like what I did earlier po. And then it is important that when we are doing this for professionalism, it is important that we do everything or complete the procedures confidently as well as systematically. And then we also need to demonstrate the strict adherence of the aseptic techniques or aseptic principles and then the infection prevention control. And then it is also important that we complete everything in an efficient way and making sure or maintaining the safety all throughout the procedure and showing professionalism with regards to the medication practices and professionalism with regards to our behavior all throughout the procedure. And with that, we're now done with the drug incorporation of volumetric chamber. Thank you.